Paramount CEO Bob Bakish leads one of the world's top media and entertainment companies with a powerful collection of brands from CBS, Showtime, and Nickelodeon to MTV, BET, and Comedy Central, and not to mention one of the most storied Hollywood studios, Paramount. The media and entertainment industry is going through a complete rewrite with quote-unquote new normals triggered by COVID-19 and shifting consumer demands. Bob Bakish joins us now to discuss that and so much more. Bob, thank you so much for being here.
Great to be here.
All right, I want to start first with streaming and Paramount Plus. We've seen this roller coaster focus on profitability, the subscriber slowdowns, but Paramount Plus, they've been killing it. 43.3 million total subscribers. In your view, what has Paramount Plus done right, and what do you think it still needs to work on to be in that top of the streaming wars?
Yeah, so we're thrilled with the performance of Paramount Plus. And, you know, when we launched the product a year and a half ago, and it was a rebranded version of CBS All Access that we built on and expanded, you know, people said, you're too late to the party, you're too small. And we looked at it and we said, well, wait a minute. We think there's an opportunity in the marketplace for a broad service, and we think that really leverages our unique portfolio of assets. So we came to be news, sports, and a mountain of entertainment, and we put really the weight of the whole company behind that. And since then, you know, through a strong content, through marketing, which leverages our platforms, through a tightly integrated distribution strategy, we went on to become much bigger than anyone thought. And in fact, if you look at 2022, we've led the industry in the US in subscriber additions every month this year, except February. And in February, one of our competitors had the Super Bowl and the Olympics, and okay, we were number 2 that month. But other than that, we've been number 1. So we're growing very quickly. And we're extremely happy, and we see a great road ahead for this service.
And you confirmed earlier reports that there are talks to potentially combo Paramount with Showtime. Have those talks advanced in any way, especially with the departure of David Nevins?
So we're focused on developing a compelling consumer proposition and, by extension of that, a compelling distributor proposition. And when we launched Paramount Plus, at the core, we said our advantage is broad. So, and when you look at that, every month we prove that right. The combination of news and sports, having the NFL back is awesome, having UEFA is awesome, mixing that with Paramount films, which, by the way, we've had 6 #1 films
I want to talk to you about
this year.
Yeah.
Adding the fall to slate with CBS, which we won 5 of 7 days last week, and we have the top 1, 2, and 3 new show. And then, of course, adding our robust library and ongoing production from our cable networks. It really is a compelling combination. With vis-a-vis Showtime, we use Showtime in a number of ways. Internationally, it's integrated into Paramount Plus. We felt that was the right way. We didn't have a standalone Showtime, if you will, linear service. So the brand wasn't quite as developed. We thought that's a compelling proposition. In the US, you can buy Showtime separately, OTT versus Paramount Plus. It obviously has a linear service. It has a well-developed brand. And we're happy with how it's doing on a standalone basis. A while ago, we introduced a price bundle, which was you can have Showtime and Paramount Plus together at a modest discount. And we're pleased with that. Last month, we introduced an app with Paramount Plus with Showtime inside as an option. So instead of a price bundle, you now have one app, and you get the benefit of the Showtime content should you choose. We've been very happy with the take rate there. And I can tell you, I use that version of the Paramount Plus app, and it is, yet again, another proof of broader is better. As seeing those Showtime, whether it's the originals or some of the movies, in the carousels mixed in with the other Paramount Plus stuff really works. So again, what are we focused on now? We're focused on how do we make a more compelling consumer proposition, and how does that aid in getting distributors even more behind our product. So we're looking at optionality, and you know, I don't know exactly where it's going to go, but I can tell you our product will continue to get stronger, it'll continue to evolve, and that'll bring down churn, and it'll continue to grow the sub base.
Are you using those bundled offerings that you were just talking about as a sort of test to see what a combination service could bring to the market?
Well, absolutely. We're getting more data every day on Paramount Plus on a standalone, what works under the covers, you know, how does sports content interact with films, et cetera. We're seeing how the bundle performs on a price basis. We can look at variability in pricing. So yeah, we learn more about streaming every day, and that informs our going forward plan.
You mentioned pricing. I want to pick up on that. Pricing has gone up for a lot of these streaming competitors. We got the news recently that the Netflix ad tier that's going to be $6.99 in the US. Where's that sweet spot for you when we think about pricing relative to competitors, but also wanting to make sure that you're not leading to increased churn?
Yeah, sure. So a couple points on pricing. One is streaming represents an extraordinary value in general for the consumer. Point two is within that, Paramount Plus is not the price leader. We are very much a value offering. We tuck in under, say, Netflix, under HBO Max, et cetera. Point three is, in general, and you've already seen this start to happen, streaming pricing is going to go up. One of our competitors just announced a 30% price increase. Netflix has raised price multiple times. So the price umbrella on streaming will go up, and we'll tuck in under that, and we will raise price as well. Can't tell you exactly when that'll happen, but directionally, it's going to happen for sure.
So do you say you're watching competitors pretty closely when it comes to their pricing? Does that factor into your decisions?
We look at a lot of things. We look at the performance of our product with our consumers. We look at what competitors are doing. We obviously look at what's going on outside of streaming. All that gets factored into our decision making on our course of action for streaming and the business at large.